Alright, let's get into this. So this time, alright, let's get kayaks on your team this time. So you played with kayaks in a different round. So if you remember, kayaks really like to jump on the walls and like try to pinch the ball off the walls, and he jumps really early. So whenever you're playing these ranked games, you should keep an eye out for that and say, okay, well, I know this player and I know his tendencies already, so I can take advantage of that. Alright, so let's see how this game goes. Okay, going for this corner boost. Overflipped a little bit there, but you still managed to beat him to the ball, so it's okay. Early flick, pretty decent. Here, you don't really know if the opponent's coming in or not, so if anything, I would look for a bump on him, because you might be able to like keep him off the ball. Straw might be going for a hit here, it's really hard to say. Kayak's probably going to come in. He actually fixed the challenge. It's actually really nicely done. Nice challenge by Kayak. Yeah, so here you're kind of just rotating in the same position as Kayaks. Like, he was already here, so you should just keep going. Like, if you think he's going to get to the ball, you should stay center. Kayaks is pretty clearly getting beaten to the ball there, so it's better if you just stay a little further back, because now you and Kayaks are on top of each other, and he might even accidentally bump you here. It's just, you rotated into position where he already was, so you want to make sure that you're really spread out in twos so you can cover more options. See that Kayaks almost bumped you here, and now you're both in the exact same spot. It's very awkward. Neither one of you knows. Like, he probably knows you're here, and he can see you. But it's making him like hesitate. He does a nice dribble out of there, though. Gets rid of the awkward defense. Again, Kayak's jumping in the air a lot. He's going for a lot of these plays. I like that you waited on that. It's not worth diving in. Good. Don't get dunked on. That was the most important thing there. Alright, yep, just back off here. You don't know where the opponent is? Yep. This is super dangerous. Like, you can't see the opponent, so you don't know if he's beating you to the ball or not, so it's better to just stay passive here, because like this entire time, right, he gets a clear out. You have no idea where the opponent is. Like, you're not using your camera to look around. So you need to just back off here, because you have to assume that he's going up for that and he's going to beat you to it. Okay, so he baits you in here. That should be a goal. He actually missed, but that was just luck on your part. That wasn't, there wasn't really any defense going on there. It was just lucky that he missed. This is a problem that I actually realized of my own gameplay pretty recently. When you're last man back, try not to do these like random flips forward, right? Because you're not really gaining a lot of speed here, especially because you're doing a front flip. You're not doing a side flip, and when you're flipping forward and there's about a 50-50 about to happen, all you're doing is taking yourself out of position. So like, if you stay on the ground here, you have a very easy, ground clear or a dribble or whatever you want to do here. But you flip forward, and now this is a lot more awkward. Now you're coming at it sideways and you're trying to beat Strom to the ball. You've made your own life difficult there by jumping so early for it, like flipping forward when you were last man back, when 50-50 was like about to happen. So it's better to like, if your opponent, or if your teammate rather, has like a free dribble on the ball, or free touching the ball, then fair enough, you can flip forward. But if there's a chance of a 50 or a challenge coming in, you really need to play it a little more passively. Okay, Kayaks covers you here. Not the best touch by him. A little panicky by you. I like the attempted bump. Kayaks going in for another challenge. Yeah, okay, now everything's calmed down a little bit. Kayaks is going to be a little boost starved here, especially because he just missed that boost. So keep that in mind. You put it off the backboard. I don't know if Kayaks will be able to follow up on that yet. No, he's pretty far away. Good awareness. Like, I think you heard him jump, so you turned away from the ball, but you really probably shouldn't be jumping into that ball at all. Like, he's probably coming in. He likes to jump, so yeah, I think really a big improvement you can make in your gameplay is just using that right control stick. Look around more, be more aware of where your teammate is, because a lot of times I think if you're queuing with people, you might have a good intuition for where they're gonna be, because you might have like some sort of synergy with them. But you're solo queuing here, so you really, every play style, every player has a different play style, so you need to be more aware of that. Good close finish. Oh, you're gonna save this shot. Oh, close. But it's a good idea by you. Barely missed the touch, but you're going for a soft touch straight down, so that's fair enough. Yeah, I like this passive play here. Kayak's that boost. It's a good pass off by the opponents. Kayak should turn on this, and he is. Yeah. You kind of got baited in here, but it turns into a goal. That was pretty risky to go for, though. Kayaks was in the air, and the opponent should have 50'd that with you, and then you might have conceded a goal, but got kind of fortunate there. Kind of a risky play to go for, though. Nice, this should be yours. Free touch. Yep, I like the backboard idea, because Kayaks likes to jump. He didn't do great with that, but at least he didn't give it to the opponents, so that's something at least. Yep. Bit of an ambitious jump here. Maybe just a bad read on it. Maybe you thought it was going to come down rather than like bounce sideways, but that's okay. Good control by you. Go for a bump here. Oh, okay. The pass is decent, but it was never really like very threatening, because Kayaks had to wait and see what you were going to do, and the goalkeeper was also just waiting, so Kayaks reasonably probably wasn't going to be able to beat the goalkeeper there. Kayaks tried to pass it off to you, but you went to the corner for boost, and the boost wasn't even there, so make sure you're staying in positions to be helpful to your teammate. I like this slow challenge, but yeah, you didn't have any boost there, so it's good to slow down the play when you have enough boost to really like threaten dribble. But there you had 20 boost, and the opponents were both pretty close, so slowing down the play maybe not the best idea. Great 50 though, really really good low 50-50. Just force it through bottom corner. Well done. Okay. One thing I'd recommend doing too, so a couple things for the kickoff. One, I would recommend being aware of where your teammate's going. So like right now, is your teammate cheating up on you, or is he going to the corner for boost? Because that'll change what kind of kickoff you should go for, right? If he's cheating up on you, you should try to kill the ball. And if he's going for boost, you should do anything like that doesn't kill the ball, because you don't want to just give the ball to their opponent, right? This guy on the other opponent's team is going left, so you should, if you can, try to force the ball right, because regardless where your teammate is, at least if you're not passing it to Strummer. Not the cleanest kickoff either. Like you definitely want to like play some ones or just focus on this kickoff, right? You're not grabbing this first boost pad, so that's a misplay right there. So you're already kind of boost diving yourself, and then when you come into it, you're super side on. So like you're not very central here, and the way you're coming in, this ball is probably going to your left, which is where the opponent is as well. So this is kind of dangerous. Like it kind of just goes straight to him. Good follow up by Kayaks though. Like it results in a goal, but definitely kick off something you could work on, especially because you didn't really know Kayaks was there. So that was kind of just like good speed by him, but it wasn't a deliberate play by any means. All right, Kayaks forces it right, but it goes straight to their team. Good patience by you. Yeah, you have pretty good shadow defense. I would like to see you make an earlier play on this ball. Like, yeah, he's coming in here. Like, this is very close for him to fake a challenge, so you should probably just double pop this, because worst case scenario, you might slightly lose control of the ball, but the ball's not going to go too far away, and you have a lot of boost, so you probably follow up on it. But if you do nothing, he might challenge you and beat you to the ball. Yeah, you were a little slow to react there. And now Kayaks threw himself in, and that's a goal against you probably. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you end up boost starved here. Another over reliance on that big boost pad though. Like you could have grabbed a few small pads and you'd be a lot closer to this, but instead you're really far out of the game and now you have to wait. So just because you got boost starved off the kickoff doesn't mean you should go back for boost. I like this play a lot actually. That's hilarious. Kayaks is in 1v1 now though. He might lose his 1v1. Okay, he does pretty well. But that's a pretty funny play. Like try to take the guy off the back wall. I don't really know if I like how long he stuck with it, but he might have been doing more of like a roll one thing where he felt like he needed to stay there. Yeah, I like that you didn't waste your boost there. You were not going to get a threatening touch on that. And if you did, they would have seen it coming. It was too slow. Kayaks is just going for a flip reset. That doesn't really do anything. This is something that, like, I don't know, this is just a pet peeve of mine. Like, I don't really like when players do stuff like this. Like, this isn't threatening at all, right? Like, he can see that you're nowhere, like, you're not on screen, right? So he can't pass this to you. Which maybe is your bad for not being available for a pass. But so he uses a ton of boost, goes for flip reset, that doesn't really do all that much. Like, he stops Strummer from touching the ball, but like really all he's done is he's used 100 boosts for absolutely nothing, because now you're coming in, you can't shoot that. It's just kind of like sloppy play. It's like using mechanics just because you can, but not really where you should. That's just kind of like, I feel like a lot of players struggle with that because they watch a lot of pro videos and these pros are so fast and they're just going up for the ball and doing all these crazy things with it. So they just try to like replicate those moves. But I just think that, you know, lower level players, and honestly, when I say lower level, compared to a pro, everybody's lower level, myself included, by a long shot. So lower level players don't really know how to use those mechanics in good situations. So they tend to use things like flip resets and ceiling touches and whatever, where it doesn't really do anything. So I think it's really important. This isn't really for you, it's more for your teammate, I guess. Advice for him. He should focus more on using those mechanics, which is clearly practiced a lot, but using mechanics that are actually useful to the team. And the moment he saw that you weren't available for a pass, he should have just tried to hit the ball away to the corner. Instead, he kind of just passed it down to the other team. So it's kind of dangerous play. But good game by you guys overall. You did well. You were playing around your teammate pretty well. He's kind of ball chasey, but you didn't overcommit too much. He liked to dive in, so you sat back a little more. It was a good game. Yeah, well done. Yeah, all right.